welcome back to my channel. So I'm actually really excited just to sit down and film a good old-fashioned makeup tutorial, makeup look for you guys today. I realized recently I've been pinning tons of like peachy bronzy looks with lots of sun-kissed complexions and fresh, really simple color. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. And a huge thank you goes out to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna talk more about them when I get to the sponsored portion of the video. But when they reached out to me and wanted to partner up, it was just a big resounding yes from me. Something I feel very strongly about is that therapy is a wonderful thing. I'm a big advocate for it. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna talk about that more in a second. Why don't we go ahead and jump in. 6th grade me would love this hairstyle right now. Okay, so I'm gonna begin by going in with my complexion products. And first off, I wanna start with the Neutrogena Radiant Primer and Serum. This is a really nice, just glowy primer. It's a good, reliable one for me. It never makes my foundation or other face products look weird and just gives like a nice crystally type of a radiance on the cheekbones. Okay, moving on to the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. This is the newer one that they seem to have fixed the issue with the like flow of the product, which I'm really happy about. The color I use is light medium. Now I can't remember off the top of my head every single change they made to the updated version of the Sunshine Skin Tint, but they addressed the clogging issue, which my last one, I was so disappointed. I had so much product left in that thing when it clogged up and it was basically rendered unusable, and it was really frustrating, especially because I love it so much. So this one, there's so much more product that comes out. There's like 6 little beads that come out every time you click it. So I think they've addressed that and I haven't had any issues with that so far, fingers crossed. Don't mind my Band-Aid, guys. I burned my finger on a light bulb the other day. Let's just say this Band-Aid is more for you than it is for me, okay? Then I'm going in with my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer in the shade Light. I wanted to touch on the topic of therapy because, you know, if you think there might be something just like getting in the way of your general happiness or keeping you from accomplishing certain goals that you really want to accomplish, I think therapy is something that is so beneficial for everyone and can help anyone. I started going to therapy a couple years ago, and although I was never somebody with like a diagnosed like depression or anxiety disorder or anything like that, honestly it completely changed my life. I learned a lot about myself. Like, I am an extremely sensitive individual, and I know astrology is kind of just for fun, but if you read the definition of a Pisces, like, I'm a Pisces to a T. I'm very much in my own little world, in my own little creative little dream world, and I feel really big emotions, and I just like feel things very deeply. I used to describe it as like a runaway train tumbleweed of big feelings. Like, you just get blinded by them. And therapy allowed me to, gave me the tools to be able to take a step outside, being able to break down why you might be feeling that way today. What else is going on? Are you tired? Is there something else? We don't have to get like stuck in those feelings. It's just really changed my life and made my life so much better, which is why I think BetterHelp is such an amazing service. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating within 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online, and there's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 15,000 plus counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas, but this service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor, which I think is a wonderful benefit. I'm gonna go in with this Huda Beauty Fair Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. I've actually never tried this. So just to kind of wrap up with BetterHelp, you can get really thoughtful and timely responses from your counselor. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions too, so you don't have to wait in a waiting room. And everybody knows counseling is not cheap, so this is way more affordable than traditional counseling, and financial aid is also available. BetterHelp is really committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so if you feel like the therapist you got matched with is not right for you, you can change at any time. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today, so visit betterhelp.com/Allie, that's better H-E-L-P, to join the over 1 million people who are taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. And I also have a special offer for you guys where you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp, HELP.com/Allie. A-L-L-I. So I hope you guys check it out. Again, this is something that I was actually very excited about because I feel like it actually could help you guys and be meaningful to your lives versus just like an eye cream or a makeup product or something like that. So anyways, why don't we go ahead and continue. First of all, I have to say, for the first time trying this Huda Beauty Tantour, I am loving it. I also have these 3 blush balms by Flower Beauty. I got 3 different colors: Pinched, Nectar, and Cinnamon. I've never tried these. I swatched this one out on my hand yesterday. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of Cinnamon just to kind of freshen up my bronzer shade, since that Huda Beauty product is pretty matte, and that is a gorgeous like terracotta tone. Oh my goodness. I love how sheer this is. And it doesn't seem to be bringing forward any of my redness underneath, like little red spots or anything like that. Oh, that is really, really nice. I don't know if you guys can see all my clutter behind my secrets revealed. Then I am gonna go in with Nectar because I feel like I need a little bit of punch towards the center of my cheek color. And I think I am gonna do some faux freckles. I recently ordered the Freck, the OG Freck, I guess it's called. I'll just dot that on and then blend it around and try to do a couple bigger ones and smaller ones. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair. This is a pretty light shade, so I definitely don't need to take this all over my face. Just in the lightest, brightest areas that I kind of want to be a little more illuminated. My Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in shade number 2. I feel like the older I get, the more my skin is kind of drying out a little bit. Like I don't need as much oil control measures to be taken, I guess. That one is a really nice just finishing powder that just blurs everything out. So I'm really gonna quickly do my brows off camera and I'll be back to show you the eye look. I actually did start applying a little eyeshadow. I just like touched my lid with a brush and realized my camera wasn't recording, so I'm just gonna like dust that away and start over. But I filled in my brows with the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim 15mm Defining Pencil in Light Blonde. I love this so much. I feel like it's a really good dupe for the Lancome pencil that I used to use. But I'm gonna start off this look with the Natasha Denona All Neutral Biba palette because it has this color here called Buff, which I think would be perfect to start off this look. This is like a rosy terracotta shade. Really just kind of go back and forth like this and let my brush fall into my crease and just kind of find the contour of my eye on its own and let the brush really do the work. So next I'm going to take this shade called Rustic here, which is a shimmery bronze, and a technique that I used to use all the time, which I kind of stopped doing, and I'm going to get a smaller brush. This is actually a Luxe Soft Crease Brush 221 by Zoeva. I used to put a matte on in my crease and then take like a glowier shimmery shadow, just kind of like swiffer that over top, and it would have the effect of like blending it out and also making it slightly more glowy. And I kind of want to try that today and see if it still works. You kind of have to pick shimmers that are softer. If you do it with a metallic shade, it doesn't really have the same effect. It reflects a little too much light, but I'm gonna try it and I think that's not too bad. So we're gonna get that glowiness, a little bit of that bronze infusion. So for our fresh peachy element, I'm gonna go in with a color from this Miss Bliss Pressed Powder Palette from Colourpop. So I want to keep it a little light. So I think I'm going to do this color here. I think this one might start to read a little too coral. I don't have a lot for it to stick to, but I also don't want it to be too bright. And I'm going to go around and just blend the edges because right now it's looking really cut creasy, and I'm not in a cut creasy type of place in my life. So we're gonna soften the edges there. I wanted to pick up that bronze Rustic shade again, and this time place it in a more defined area. So I want a more dense brush for that, and I'm gonna press it in, and I'm just going back in and blending that out. And again, this look isn't super specific, isn't super crazy. It's just more about feeling it out, more of a painterly approach to your makeup, which I've been enjoying a lot recently. And I think that's looking pretty good. I like those colors. I think that's pretty. I think they're nice. And I don't want to go any deeper than that because then we're kind of bridging into smoky eye territory, which isn't really, I want like a bronziness, but not a smokiness, if that makes sense. I'm gonna use this Persona 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. This is in the shade Plum. I'm also gonna lightly carry that through onto the lower lash line. So then I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply my Pretty Vulgar mascara and I'll be back. Actually, hold that thought. I'm gonna use the shade Monroe to highlight. It's just a shimmery champagne, like pinky champagne color. And then for my lips, I just really lightly sketched them in using the Makiage waterproof lip liner in the shade Coffee, which I love. I can't quite seem to find like that perfect peachy shade that I'm looking for. This is the Nearly Apricot Balm by Rare Beauty, so it looks like it's a little brighter, so we'll see what it looks like. I've been loving everything I've been trying from Rare Beauty, so okay, it's very balmy. That's pretty though. Wow. That feels amazing on. I feel like it's kind of competing with the eyes, so I'm just gonna tone it down using this color by Maybelline. It's the Lifter Gloss in the shade Reef. Yeah, I think that's a little better. All right guys, so that is the finished look. I do feel like it came out pretty true to what I was envisioning. We have some peach, we have some bronze. I feel like we have a pretty peachy, bronzy look here. So thank you guys so much for checking in with me and watching today. I hope you guys are having a great week. I love you very much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.